He had performances like this last year in the playoffs as they went to the conference finals. He's doing it again this year. Finally received that big contract in the offseason.
OKC in the zone here.
McConnell gets inside. Obi Toppin off the bench, knocks another three. That's his third of the game.
OKC back in that zone again. Middle of the floor open.
McConnell had a wide open shot. Offensive rebound, and Shepard knocks it down. Halliburton sitting right now, just 5 points, 4 assists. His team down by 19.
Looks like OKC in the zone.
Neesmith catches, fires, hits. The line drive from
this group. Their last 3 chances in a closeout game, they've won all 3.
Yeah, I mean, they just are more in tune with who they are in terms of how they play the game.
Halliburton steps into a 3, and he buries it. Point games, joins LeBron as the only Cavalier ever to do that in back-to-back postseason games.
And this has been a dilemma right here. This 3-2 zone with Mobley at the head of it. Because of that right there, his ability to cover ground.
Now doing it with the stakes even higher for a 1 seed in the East. Can he get his offensive game going?
They've gone back to this 3-2 zone, but this time they put Mobley on the baseline.
Cavaliers finally answering the bell. Took game 3 in dominant fashion. But right now, it is all Pacers. Here comes Toppin right down.
Free throw line, slowly but surely getting back in the game, getting an opportunity to set your defense.
Huge free throw discrepancy. Benedict Mathurin ejected as Shepard catch and shoot. Connects.
Indicative of the Cavs. Even if Jared Allen catches it there, it's not an advantage for him. You're putting him in a bad situation. So the Cavs continue to not make good decisions with the basketball in the half court.
Siakam in the corner. Neesmith, 3 to shoot. Veering right. Off balance.
Putting themselves in a position where maybe they can take a commanding lead in this series.
At this team on that impressive surprise run to the conference finals last year. And Greg, they are potentially 1 win away from getting back to the conference finals. They think they put the finishing touches on the can.
Game. And so they were going to give themselves an opportunity, and that's what you want from a championship caliber team. It's without question disappointing to see Cleveland come out and play the way they did in that first half.
TJ McConnell, magnificent in the opening half, and he's not down.
A lot of depth, but it's been the Pacers bench. And fail to compliment Tyrese Halliburton. Their styles, Rick Carlisle has implemented. They are a difficult team to guard, and then credit them for the improvement defensively.
Toppin taking a bump underneath.
About Tyrese Halliburton and him coming to terms with his mental health in the aftermath of the Olympics and the way it affected him at the beginning of this season, kind of just reading too much negativity and having to... What a dish! Jared Allen with a terrific feed to Strus for the finish.
But it's once again, it's the Cavaliers all over the glass. Now, here's the same play.
Mathurin got them square at 32 at the end of the first, but the Cavs have completely dominated this second, a 19-point lead, facing a 2-0 hole. Mathurin finishes, plus the foul. Great. 24-point Cleveland lead. Indiana had gotten on an 11-2 run, cut into 15, but Cleveland has responded with a 9-0 run as McConnell and Indiana hurry into a 2-for-1. Here's Mathurin backing away. The 2-for-1 is gone. Halliburton, McConnell into the teeth of the zone. Bunny jumper is good.
And Darius is looking back at him like, no, and he's saying, go to the bench. Darius walks off the court like the little brother who had made go home from the park. Couldn't stay and play anymore.
Bryant thunders it down.
Incredible, this game. He's won so many possessions.
Boy, and finally the Pacers able to track down a rebound. Well, can Indiana weather the storm? A team that really developed into one of the top road teams in the league this season. Looking for some offense and try to get...
Pacers now starting to get a little rhythm offensively.
Turner turns and easily is able to shoot. Look at Mitchell's line so far. 7 of 13. He's only 1 of 5 from deep. So most of his damage has come in the paint, as GA has alluded to. Inside of 2 minutes left in the half. Miles Turner. Cleveland has one more foul to give. Halliburton against Merrill. Into the corner. They leave Nembhard. There's a long 2.
They're done that. He was sensational. Playing alongside Kawhi and Kyle Lowry. Rick Van Vliet.
Yeah, this group on the floor, man, they don't have quite the level of three-point shooting, but they still...
Points in game 3. Trent had 37 points. First Bucks teammates with 35 points or more in the playoffs as a tandem.
Giannis 9 for 9 from the free throw line, so efficient when he gets there.
Back to a single-digit deficit for Milwaukee. Spin move. McConnell, drive and kick. Toppin sticks the 3. And ending the deal tangentially?
I don't, no. I just call the big fella.
Yep.
He doesn't respond, but I still call him.
Call. You try to FaceTime. Nembhard, swing, Halliburton, one-on-one with Connaughton. Feeds it inside on a...
The three-point line is 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Just someone else having to step up, and of course collectively having to get stops has been a problem.
Siakam to Neesmith. Yes! A triple!
Because of the offensive efficiency of Indiana.
Indiana is just a shade under 60% from the field. They're 47% from three-point territory. They're 85% of the free throw line. Working around the perimeter. Nembhard gets off a clean look and connects for 3.
Turner there as Indiana bringing the ball up the court. Now his 4th foul.
We approach 5 minutes to play. It is all Pacers. High-low action, perfectly executed.
The season over 38%, so it's a weapon that they have to be successful.
Here's Nembhard. Giannis back in. Trent harassing.
See Giannis back in the zone once again defensively for the Bucks.
Neesmith able to find a little pocket. Is there a difference?
There's a huge difference, and really the difference right now is Dame unable to truly get going from the field. That's what they rely on when Giannis is on the bench. And right now, Dame on the bench as the Bucks go back to that zone defensively. Absolutely, and you've done more than enough basketball to understand that you feel much better about defending when you get the ball in your hand sometimes, and you have an opportunity to have an impact on that end of the floor.
Halliburton bounces. Neesmith will fire and hit again.
Roll right there, stretching out the defense, spacing out Miles Turner when he's helping out on Giannis. Look, some early zone defense. Normally this is reserved for that second unit.
They played 3 minutes into the first quarter, though, but Siakam
can use at his disposal to try and make sure that Dame's return after an extended absence becomes a little bit more seamless than one might expect. I like the way the Bucks are playing now with a nice flow at both ends of the floor.
and back-to-back dunks now.
In his body on the Euro to ward him off. Dame turnabout is fair play. I got that in my package too.
Looks like he hasn't missed a beat. 60 seconds left to play here in the first half. Nembhard.
You just got to stay with him to see how he feels. I mean, Doc played him for an extended period to start the game off.
Yes, he did. A three-pointer just to get...
But over and over again, they found a way to keep the scoreboard moving. Even when the Bucks have gotten on a nice run, developed some floor going in offensively.
The Pacers could chew up some time here on this possession. Look like they're in no rush to take a shot here. Single digits on the timer, Nembhard. Over to Turner, who gets double teamed. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Wow, it's a long two.
Now on Milwaukee here in the court. Nembhard gives it up to Turner from downtown. Got another three.
Milwaukee's trying to chip away at your all's lead. What'd you think of the defense to close out that quarter?
It's been pretty good, but at the same time, we know what they're capable of. Especially down the stretch, an experienced team, so clock management and taking the right shots.
McConnell a bucket on one end, Trent a three on the other. It's 95-79. Milwaukee went on a 13-5 run to close the third quarter. The Pacers still in firm control. Here's Mathurin. Now Siakam with the shot clock winding down. Penetrating out to Thomas Bryant for the corner.
That against a team like Milwaukee, they can score too quickly. They're coming back in the 2-3 zone, forcing Indiana to be a little stagnant on the offensive end.
McConnell rises and hits again. 17-point ball game. Pacers were 29-11 at home this season. Pass inside, Siakam.
Got to take that shot.
With Pacers, he got it in somehow.
Yeah, it's about 75 officials, 75-80 that start. Once the playoffs begin, there's a top 30 that will rotate throughout the playoffs. So these officials are being judged every game.
Mathurin.
Wow. Back-to-back. Sam Merrill is putting on a shooting clinic in Indiana.
4 of 4 threes in the fourth. In the corner, Walker triple. Good!
9:49, so a big lineup for this Hornets team. Nesmith trying to get untracked and does.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
season, Oklahoma City's already locked up the #1 seed in the West. Indiana right now a game and a half ahead of number 5 Detroit.
They go into a zone. Yeah. They went into a zone, 2-1-2 zone.
Halliburton again.
That'll
2
bring them out of
threes.
Been able to get a lot of guys involved in the game, because what you would see that goes along with that was the fact that you're looking at 35, 36 assists. You're real accurate with passing the ball. That's all the coaching staff wants to see. Share.
Ben Shepherd is in for the first time. Mathurin into the lane, got the hoop. Inside the playoffs, I remember back in
David Weston, that troop, we played them.
When they had John Wall and Bradley Beal. Free throw line jumper, boy, Bryant. I think